Hello again, XDA TV. Today we're going to take a look at the NVIDIA Shield TV. I received this for review about 3 weeks ago, and I did the full unboxing over on my channel first thing. If you'd like to see that, link's down below. The Shield TV is NVIDIA's first foray into the dedicated set-top box market. Both the Shield Portable and the Shield Tablet could be connected to a TV through HDMI and used with controllers, but this is the first device intended to be left that way full-time. In case you're not familiar with it, Shield TV comes with NVIDIA's Tegra X1 processor, and I think at this point it's still the only device that's actually got it in there. I tried running benchmarks on it, but for some reason or another it came up as incompatible with pretty much all of the benchmarking tools that are available in the Play Store. I even tried sideloading the Antutu APK and it refused to install on my device for whatever reason. However, other sites have managed to get it to benchmark, and basically it blows everything else out of the water. It's something like 65,000 on Antutu. This thing has a 256 core GPU, 3 gigs of RAM, 802.11ac Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1, gigabit Ethernet, 2 full-size USB 3 ports, a micro USB port, a micro SD card slot, an IR receiver, and unfortunately only 16 gigs of storage. There's a version available with 500 gigs of storage, but that's not the one that showed up on my doorstep. You're supposed to be able to move apps and games over to a micro SD card or to USB storage, but I haven't really had much luck with that so far, which means after installing just a handful of games, I ran out of space. I've said it before and I'll say it again, 16 gigs is just not enough anymore. The Shield TV is capable of putting out 4K resolution and 7.1 Dolby surround sound, but unfortunately I don't have either one of those things in my house, so I wasn't able to test them. It comes with one controller in the box, but you can also get a remote just in case you want to do multimedia type things without having to use that big bulky controller. There's also a stand available in case you want to stand it up vertically if you don't want that flat box. You can see all those things in the unboxing video over on my channel for more details there, but the neat thing about the way their accessories work is that NVIDIA can actually update the firmware for those through the console itself. So whenever you connect it, you can just get a notification that pops up saying you need to update your controller. Very handy. Additionally, it comes running a version of Android TV based on Android 5.1, but it's been modified by NVIDIA and also includes Google Cast software along with it so that you can cast content to it from your mobile device or your web browser straight to your TV. Since it comes from NVIDIA, as you might expect, it's not just a set-top box, it's got multiple purposes. Of course, you can use it with Android apps from the Play Store, provided they're supported. This means that you can easily pull up multimedia content from Google Play, YouTube, Sling TV, Netflix, and quite a few more services, but not Amazon, at least not out of the box. I was able to sideload the Amazon Store APK and the Instant Video APK though, so I could still watch Amazon content on this thing. It just wasn't really a great browsing experience. There's not an included web browser by default, but if you are so inclined, there are ways to install one, but I would recommend connecting a keyboard and a mouse to it before you try that. The second use for this thing, of course, is gaming. The same sort of gaming experience you've come to expect from the Shield line of products is also available on this device, so you can stream games through their Grid cloud gaming service, including multiplayer games, so my son and I were able to play Trine 2 at the same time. There are a few Android apps that support multiplayer as well, so we were able to race each other in Riptide GP2 while both of us were playing with the NVIDIA Shield controllers. We tried using the Ouya controller and it sort of worked, but not all the buttons mapped quite right, so Riptide GP2 specifically I wasn't able to play, I wasn't able to use the throttle. There are a few exclusive titles for this, including the newly released Half-Life 2 Episode 2 and Cube, which I have been absolutely loving. Also, as you would expect, you can still stream games direct from your PC to this device. I didn't end up doing that all that much, but I was able to play Saints Row 4 with no issues streaming from the next room. Definitely not surprising, since they were able to do this exact same thing with a lot less horsepower in the Shield Portable. And since this is XDA, we do have to talk about development just a little bit. There's currently not a dedicated forum for the Shield TV, but it has already been rooted. Twerp is available for it, and it looks like someone is working on a custom ROM for it at this point, though I'm not really sure what you do with a custom ROM on this. So to wrap things up, what do I think about Shield TV? It's awesomely powerful. I've never noticed any sort of slowdown, period. I love that it can do so many different things, and I really like the simplicity of the Android TV UI, since this has been the first time I've actually gotten to spend any real time with it. Gaming feels natural on it using the Shield controller, but if you just want to chill out and watch a few videos or watch Netflix for a little while, the remote is a great addition. I love that NVIDIA is working with game companies to try to bring Android gaming closer to console and PC gaming, though it's definitely not quite there yet with the native games. The biggest downside to this thing really is the storage. 16 gigs in this day and age is just a joke. Given that it's a $100 price difference between the 16 gig version and the 500 gig version, if you're in the market for a set-top box, $300 is a little bit high for this for the 500 gig model, but it is not just a set-top box. So if you're big into gaming and you want to be able to share that gaming and multimedia and everything else it can do with the entire family, this might just be right up your alley. But I think that's going to be about all from me for today. Remember, if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up down below the video. We definitely appreciate it, and subscribe to receive all of our videos as soon as they become available. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.